Guess what? The holidays are coming. Are you ready to stress proof your relationship, or do you want to watch your relationship go down in flames?
Welcome back, Hopeful Tribe. This week on our 3 questions video, we're going to talk about how to stress proof your relationship during the holidays.
How do you take the stress out of your holiday plans?
So, when you're with a partner, it's important to communicate throughout the relationship, but certainly during the holidays. Communicate your feelings and your needs and your desires around the holiday. Be prepared to receive theirs, and just really get into a lot of communication about it, sort of, so you guys have a shared vision of the holidays. So, I take the stress out of it by knowing what my partner's expectations are, what my expectations are, figuring out where they meet in the middle, so that we can plan it together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think sometimes in relationships, people have different wants and needs, and there's a push and pull back and forth, but it's all about communication and compromise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How do you find common ground with your partner?
So it's the same. It's the same with the communication, but you can't, this can't be specific to the holidays, really. If you haven't already been working on finding common ground and communicating, it's going to be hard to do when it's sort of a tense time of year. A time of year that some people find tense. So practice good communication. Hopefully, you've already started developing good communication skills with your partner, and again, just talk things through. Be willing to compromise. Be willing to, maybe you like artificial trees and they like live trees. Where can you meet in the middle on that? Small live tree? I don't know. So yeah, just be willing to communicate, know how to communicate. Don't get defensive. If it's something that you're sort of an idea that you really love and the partner doesn't love it, just figure out how to find a point that you both love.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I do it.
Oh, I have a bonus tip about
Oh.
defensiveness. This morning I read somewhere that you can't be defensive and appreciative at the same time.
Ah.
So, should you start feeling defensive during the holidays with your partner, try focusing on what you appreciate about them.
I love it. I love it. Like, just even staying in a mindset of gratitude, period. It's the holidays. I have someone lovely to spend my holiday with, staying in that attitude of gratitude. That's awesome. I love that. I love that one. Thanks for sharing that one.
Bonus. How do you reconnect with your partner over the holidays?
Lots and lots of sex. No. Well, sure. I mean, no, just make time for them, even make it more special, maybe keep your ear out for different things that they're saying so that you can make it a really nice holiday for them. Yeah, during the holidays, every night can be like cool DIY date night. You're decorating your house together. You're creating this celebration together. So I think just really focusing on the loveliness of creating a wonderful holiday together helps you reconnect, and then lots and lots of sex. Mm-hmm. How do you take the stress out of your holiday plans?
I really like to make a list of all the things. All the things that we need to do for the holidays, and then we can go over it and divvy it up, and not worry so much about how many items each person is doing, but feeling like making sure we both feel like the distribution is fair.
Yeah.
For me, that's really important, is to get a good plan going and know what needs to be done, and also to stay flexible. Like last year, we were planning our first holidays together, and um, we had this elaborate meal plan. And by the end of the uh, night before, when we were cooking, I realized it was going to take us about 4 more hours to do the pies. And I was like, oh. And you said,
I said, Nations is right down the street and they make great pies. And so we bought the pies.
Yeah. That was awesome, right? Like, be, uh, you know, be collaborative in your plans, and um, do the best you can to get them done, but be flexible too, because it's really about spending time together, right? It's not about being stressed out
Yeah.
and trying to create this, big production that everybody's gonna wow at, right? It's
Yeah.
about spending time together. And even the cooking and stuff, I feel like if when you're planning, it seems like too much, like it might be stressful and not fun, that you should modify your plan. Like, because why? There's no need for all that,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. Even though I've already answered, can I add something that sort of I learned about with working with you on the holidays last year is it's good to, as you divvy up the work, to sort of choose what's in your wheelhouse, but also know that the entire holiday is both of your responsibility. So even though you have the thing that, oh, this one's in my wheelhouse, if you wind up needing help with that, it's okay to, you both collaborate on all the parts of it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's, I think, you were used to like kind of creating elaborate holidays by yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sort of, no, I've got this, cooking thing, and didn't really, we're better collaborators with that sort of thing, since we've given a lot of had a lot of celebrations since then,
Mm-hmm.
on knowing, even though you're the major good cook, you can get help with that. So yeah, anyway,
Mm-hmm.
just wanted to add that,
Mm-hmm.
that I learned from working with you around the holidays.
For sure.
So the next question is, how do you find common ground during the holidays?
Mm-mm-mm. Well, we just talk about it. We're really lucky because we have a lot of common ground. We like, Christmas trees and like decorations and silly Christmas songs and things like that. So that's pretty easy. Also, I think um, another place to find common ground with your partner is in the painful places.
Mm,
There are difficult things about holidays. One of the things I think that most people don't talk about is how it brings up uh, longing for the people who are no longer with us,
mhm,
right? During the
mhm, mhm.
holidays, we think about our parents who are deceased, or our exes that are deceased, or whomever
Mhm,
used
mhm,
to be with us during the holidays.
mhm.
And so, sharing that kind of stuff with your partner not only will create common ground, but also, bond you even more
Yeah,
just for sharing that, you
that's
know?
really good. I'm
Mm.
glad you brought that up. And not even deceased. There may be relationships that are like in need of repair during that time. So you're no longer interacting with those family or friends at this time. And so, yeah, even sharing feelings and needs around that. I think it's good stuff. Really
Hmm.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the final question is, how do you reconnect with your partner over the holidays?
Lots of sex.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're probably going to edit that out. We're probably going to edit that out. I don't think we've ever said sex this many times in a video. We sure haven't. I haven't. I've never said the word sex out loud.
Oh
So
man. Um, I think what's important is that no matter how many people you have over, that you make sure that you reserve some time for just your partner, because this is a time when there's a lot of friends and family visiting, and it gets complicated, and you can end up feeling really disconnected from your partner if you're not
mm.
careful. And also, we have a safe word. We won't say it here because some of you watching might be over for the holidays. So we have a safe word so that if one of us needs to talk to the other person, you know, in the midst of a room full of people, we can, exit and talk.
Yeah, yeah,
I think that's really important.
absolutely. Yeah, and I love the way you bring up like making room for your partner. Also, too, be mindful of our interactions and our dynamic with friends. Um, there may be different and have been different over the years when we haven't had a partner, and be mindful of way that dynamic might, um, you might need to alter it or change it, or be mindful of your partner's feelings around it. I think of like, I was single for so long, so my friends, it was really connected, and I'd kind of just sort of just all my focus might be on them, right? And so, yeah, remember to sort of, yeah, that you're part of a bigger family now. And it isn't just like, you guys talk about the old stuff that you guys know about. Make sure you're sort of being inclusive. And this may be something that's kind of, what, intuitive to other people, but it's something that I've had to sort of learn how to do, make sure that it's inclusive, since I'm used to just sort of focusing, more narrowly with, yeah. So,
Yeah,
yep.
so good.
Yeah. So I think we're at the end of it. All right. Hey,
So
happy holidays.
happy holidays.